baby. Wham bam, thank you, officer. Welcome to another show where we talk about stuff.
Stuff. And things.
And things. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Whatever that noise was, we're excited. Are you?
Yay. So on today's episode, I got a question for you boys.
Yes, I do like it dirty. Wait, that
Yes.
wasn't a question?
I mean, part of it. What Disney movie do you think could be released today and still hold up with a modern audience?
None of them.
That's a tough one.
Disney's going downhill. I think they'll be out. In the next flash forward 10 years, they're probably out. That's why they bought Star Wars.
Yeah.
No.
They're just grasping at straws.
They're never going to make it. No.
I think a reboot of Iron Man.
They can redo anything they want and probably be fine.
Yeah, probably. Even if it failed, they're like, oh, we don't give a fuck. Fine.
We don't care. People still see it. We put our name on
It's
it.
like when people are like, this Marvel's beating Star Wars or Star Wars beating Marvel. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. It's all the same company. They're just fighting themselves. It doesn't matter.
It's whatever. That's all just...
That's a good problem to have. You have to fight yourself.
Right.
They own like CBS or Fox or something as well. So it's like, they're good on that alone.
Hey, would you like $1 billion? No, I want $1 billion. All right. All going to the same place. So.
That's whatever.
Do you guys know who Bob Iger is?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the next president.
Of the United States?
Of Disney?
Oh, really?
I really think that one day he was going to be president.
Where'd that come from?
Came from my brain, bro.
What did that have to do with Disney?
He runs
Yeah, he runs
He's
it.
the CEO.
Oh,
of
shit.
Disney.
Yeah. Now it makes sense to me. I didn't know
I
that.
asked him, like,
I
I was like, do you know who Bob Iger is?
There's just going to be some,
yeah.
there's
I didn't
gonna
say
be some,
yeah. I
big
shook my
mouse
head
ears
no.
on the White House.
So that's why I was like, what the
That
hell,
would be
man?
fun.
Where is this
Right.
coming
Yeah.
from? All right, well, to listeners who are in my boat, that now makes sense.
He's the CEO. He's the guy who's done, like, he got Star Wars.
That's actually really interesting.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I just
Fair enough.
I'd
Watch.
vote for him.
But to answer your question,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you want to answer first, but the
No,
one
go
thing
for
that
it.
came to my mind
I was like, no, I'm answering first.
Black Cauldron. I don't know if you guys
Oh, yeah.
You're after Marcus
Yes.
Art.
Yeah.
Everyone-
High five me.
Everybody forgets about it. It's really
Oh, I
dark.
remember it.
I'm just saying, like, it's a darker
I can
movie,
hear
so when
yes.
they came out with it, people kind of, like, cast it aside. But it's a beautiful story. It's great animation.
Georgie apples. Georgie wants apples. Yeah. I tried to make Kristen and Adrian watch it, my wife and Ricky's wife, totally uninterested within the first, 20 minutes. They're like, what is this weird, boring garbage? Why is there a pig putting its nose in the soup? That's unsanitary.
I was in that same boat. I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
And the Skull King is the most terrifying villain... The Horn King, sorry. It's the most terrifying villain that I think Disney's ever done. He scares the shit out of me.
That's what I'm saying. Bring it back.
I should cosplay.
That's actually really, really... I dig that.
I think I'm the only one in this room that was like,
Hey, you didn't like the movie, so that would be a great reason to redo it.
yeah. Because
They
I
could
know
redo
I
it the
do.
way you might like it.
I do randomly see people be like, "Oh my god, Black Cauldron," and I'm like, "People know about this besides Marcus."
It's great.
Like I never heard of it until you.
I don't know why people don't like it. I mean, it's got action. It's got everything Lord of the Rings has got.
But see, that was
and then
exactly,
they got witches too.
That was exactly the problem I had with it. Was it just seemed like someone watched the animated Lord of the Rings and was like, "Okay, just copy this." And we'll just put it out and try to stay clean.
It's a pretty old story, though. Not
Yeah,
older than J.R.R. Tolkien, but
It's an older story, and
It's much older than that cartoon
I wouldn't
was.
relate it to Lord of the Rings and maybe in terms of the animation.
in terms of
was it something that was
Middle-earth,
like based on an existing
I don't know enough about it
property,
to know
or
whether
was
or not,
it just a?
I don't know enough about it to know whether or not it was based on. I thought it was based on a novel or something along those lines,
It probably was, honestly.
or something. But I thought it was based on something.
If only we had some sort of search engine.
Why would you call it?
Could-
I'd rather have a mortal engine.
There we go.
This guy.
So, Will,
What do
any
you
more
got,
thoughts with your Black Cauldron ideas? Or
No, I mean, it was just I thought we were kind of bringing it back on the way it was. I thought that's what it was.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the way it was. If we're remaking it, I mean, yeah, I think Disney would.
You mean
do
bring it back like just start playing it again?
Just if I like that's what I thought. Hey guys, here's a brand new movie we just came out. It's the Black Cauldron, and the Black Cauldron we had is just released today.
Yeah.
I think it would hold up.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Is
I
that
thought
what you
that's
meant?
how-
with the question? Just like
that's not
re-release?
at all how
exactly.
I thought you meant like, let's redo something.
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought that's how you framed it.
that's how
But if Disney did redo it, because they totally could,
That'd be great.
it would be fantastic. I think.
I'd love to see it live action too.
Live action
would be great.
If they did a live action, they could totally franchise the crap out of that.
I know, for sure.
Like,
I would
easily
love
have 3 movies with a great villain, like you said, it's absolutely terrifying. You know, I mean, totally.
Yeah.
That could probably work because, I mean, I loved the Lord of the Rings movies. I liked the Hobbit movies okay. The last Hobbit movie I thought was the best one, and I know most people
That's the one Ricky, or Will won't even watch. Hobbit number 3 was the one he liked the best.
I watched it.
Yeah, but you hate
I know a
number
lot of
3 the
people
most.
don't
Yeah,
like
for sure.
that one, but I thought that one was really good. Like, I love the whole, franchise, but I have tried to read the books and just can't get through them. Like,
The
they're
Hobbit
just
book I love.
super
Like,
boring.
I love it.
So, I tried, I just was like,
Lord of the Rings
okay,
books are a
I'm
little
reading
harder,
it
but-
to get through it, just come on, just power through, but like, I didn't retain any of it because I was just bored. But, visually,
Oh yeah,
it's
they're
awesome.
very
It's just-
visual stories.
It's just one of those things where it's like, it just doesn't translate.
I'm gonna have to look up and
as
see
well.
if there's a Black Cauldron book though, because I
Yeah,
totally
It's
get
based
the
off
book.
2 that's what I
Or
just looked up. It's based off of 2 books.
Really? So I think
I
if
thought
they
because
modernized it.
I'm such a nerd. I watch the behind the scenes on a Disney cartoon, and yeah, that's what I had heard about it as well. Was
What are they
that I
behind
thought
the
that I heard that
scenes?
it was from a book series.
On a cartoon, like, so this is the part where I was drawing his face.
This is where I got the inspiration from. It's my mom, actually.
It was my mom reminded me of that pig.
She always used to shove her face in soup.
Those 3 witches who hid all the good stuff. That was like my mom. She hid all the good stuff. If I wanted something nice, I had to trade her for it.
Your mom gave me the good stuff.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Good. So, back to re-release movies. So, mine would definitely be Hercules. 0 to hero.
Yeah.
Herc is a hero.
Hercules?
Yes. That
All
as
right.
well.
So, because it may not have been your original question, but because I like that we brought it up, what would you do if they remade it nowadays? Cartoon or live action? Or CG?
I still think cartoon.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think cartoon's great. I really don't think that cartoon needs to be redone.
No.
It definitely doesn't need to be redone,
It
but
holds up.
I think...
I don't know. It's Olympians though. I'd actually still also like to see it live action.
Honestly.
And imagine if they put Danny DeVito in that fawn costume as a.
I think it was Wrath of the Titans. I fell asleep watching in theaters. Yeah.
Because
way
you loved
back. No, yeah, because it was such a good movie.
It was so good, it put him in a coma.
But
Right behind you, bro.
That's how I picture it would be live action, and so I think again I would be knocked out the whole time.
You got to do it
watching
right,
the movie.
man. But
Just be like 300, but they're singing.
it's a great cartoon.
You, me, you, me.
I'll go. I like Treasure Planet. I know that
Treasure Planet.
Yes.
the Treasure Island story's been done many times, but Treasure Planet, Joseph
Planet's
Gordon-Levitt. Come on, man! It's
Beautiful story. I love that
Yeah.
movie.
yeah, it's a fantastic one. It's got a great soundtrack. It's got robots. It's got pirates. It's got space.
Martin
It's got everything
Short
I
is a
need.
freaking god in that role.
Yeah, as-
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's, he's the robot.
Yeah, he's Ben.
Did I ever dance with a robot named Lupe?
Yes, Martin Short's underrated. I think personally.
in the Three Amigos, he's the best one of the Three Amigos.
They need a line.
It's a male plane. How can you tell? Didn't you see his little balls?
I used to watch that movie religiously as a child.
Amigo. Yeah, it's a great movie. Anyways, yeah, Treasure Island. I'd love to see that. Both just, I think it would hold up currently as a cartoon. I don't think it got publicized enough when it came out originally. It's one of those
Yeah.
Disney movies that everyone I
snuck
know
under the
who's
radar.
seen it loves it. I've never seen it. I've never talked to anybody who saw it and went, "That's a terrible movie. I don't know why you like it." But I've talked to plenty of people who are like, "What the hell is that? I've never heard of that."
Yeah.
I mean, people still have that haircut, so
Oh, God. That haircut was bad, though. It's like a bowl cut with a rat tail.
Yeah, it's people have that.
Hey.
yeah, I was like, people still have
Come
it.
on, man.
2018,
He's like hoverboard
So you're saying this
skateboarding. I mean,
doesn't look good?
It's great. Yeah, man. It's an interesting look.
It's,
Are you
it's
going
the
to remake
bowl
it
cut
or
Padawan.
release it as is?
So
today?
just because we're doing it for each person, I think it would hold up if it was just re-released as is. If it was remade, Same. I think I'd just like to make it different. I'd also still just love to see probably all of them just redone as live action, which Disney's doing anyways.
Yeah.
Because they can. But come on, there's enough.
Wouldn't that be weird if that was their next one? Like, after Lion King, after Aladdin, after Mulan, Treasure Planet.
Yes, but I would get so hyped.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And
I think it would hold up as well. I think the special effects, if they made it live action, would be phenomenal.
oh yeah.
Boats in space, like
Boats and hoes. Boats in space.
Gotta
would be
have
great.
them on boats.
And can we talk about how movies and television, like in general, have a lot of inventive technology that you wish existed in real life? That movie has something I still want to see happen, where they have
a morph.
No, well, I mean, Morph's cool for sure, but no, they have storybooks that have like a little hollow. It's like a pop-up book almost, but with like hollow projectors. That's what he's reading when he reads the story of Flynn Rider.
Nathaniel Flint Rider.
Nathaniel Flint. Flint Rider, I think, is from Tangled.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking first. I'm like, Flint Rider from Tangled.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's like a book, but the images are like a projection, like a projector, and I just think that's beautiful. Even if you couldn't do it as a projector, it'd still be kind of cool to have like Samsung came out with paper screens, like they're just like paper, totally
They have like the Google
And they
Glass
should
and
do
stuff
that.
like that too. So I mean, I'm sure.
I have seen something.
And there's the AR like reality or
There's,
whatever,
like,
so you just use something like
I
that.
forget what
Would be
it's
cool.
called, but it's like it's right now. It's just like for kids books. I've seen it at Target, but it's like this thing you can attach on your phone, and it projects them, so you can like project the stories like on the wall.
Like a QR scanner on the book that then
Yeah,
comes up
something
with
kinda,
the,
yeah.
that sounds cool.
Get that for Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce, getting it.
So my thought was because again I was in the same boat where I thought it was if we were going to like, redo it.
Gotcha.
I was like,
Yeah, be more clear on your question.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, obviously Will.
My apologies.
It's
all right.
clear. You guys.
It's
Will
right.
was
You gave
the
us
only
double
one.
subjects. You gave
Will
us
was the
two
only
things
one
to
that
talk
was
about,
on that
so it's
same
good.
wavelength. But I was like, well, what could you do? Because my first thought was, you know, like, oh, Aladdin. Oh, and they're already doing Aladdin.
Yeah.
You know, because they're redoing all these live action ones. And I didn't want to do anything that was too mainstream already.
Sure.
I was trying to think of something that was a little more obscure. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, well, what would actually still play well to a modern audience? Because I feel like if you tried to do like Cool Runnings or something now, people would be like, I'm bored.
I love Cool Runnings.
I love Cool
That one.
Runnings.
Pump that one back out.
I love
That's your
Cool
answer.
Runnings.
I chose for you.
I think if you were to like release that now, 20-year-olds would be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, right, dude. 90s kids are all about it. Or kids are all about 90s stuff right now. Have you seen
Yes, but they would not
Like,
know that it was.
I'm sad that I got rid of like my multicolored windbreaker. like, those are in style again.
Jack has one.
Perfect.
But my thought was, and this is
Say your
one of those
movie.
things that people probably didn't realize is a Disney movie because it's not
Giving
a
too
cartoon.
many conditions. Give me your movie.
Man of the House
I don't know that one.
with Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Chevy Chase. You've never seen Man of the House?
Well, and they're
Guess
trying,
it's good to put
and
back out.
They're like vying to be the man of the house because they just
Yeah, it's
got
like
married and they go to a
his
camp,
mom. Yeah, like his dad leaves when he's a kid, and it's just him and his mom.
Announcements.
And then Chevy Chase is like, you know, the new boyfriend, and he's like, fuck this guy. And so he just starts like fucking with him on purpose, and he's like, hey, let's join the Indian Guides. And so they join like the Indian Guides, and like Norm from Cheers is like the guy who's like, oh yeah, we put on like the Indian vests and stuff, and we go on retreats, and he's like doing it just to fuck with him. And then he finds out that he's doing it to fuck with him, so he's like, alright, well, we're just gonna see how far we can take this. And then, you know, of course they bond over it and stuff, and there's like this whole other subplot where his character is a lawyer, and he puts some like mob guy in prison, so his like cronies are like, we're gonna fucking kill him. So they're just like trying to like kill him throughout the movie, like they're cutting his brakes, and like at the end, like all the Indian guys have to come together, like take down the mobsters, and it's just a good movie. And of course, you know, by the end, it's a happy family, or as happy as your family can be with Chevy Chase in it. But I feel like that's one of those movies where even if you released it as is, it would still do well, and even if like you recast it, it would.
Who would
it's
be?
still
Who would take
a
the
good
place of
premise.
Chevy Chase?
Chevy Chase.
And something like that, I don't think it would have. See, that's the hard part. Is I would immediately try to like cast someone that was Chevy Chase-esque, but I don't really think anybody is Chevy
Paul
Chase.
Rudd.
It's kind of his own thing.
He's his own thing, but
Actually, that would be good because he could play the like kind of.
Well,
I'm
it's-
trying too hard.
I
to
don't think
get in
that
with the
Paul
kid.
Rudd has the same humor as Chevy Chase. But as far as like
No. But Chevy Chase
style
does
of
play very
walking that
straight.
line between serious and just off the wall, like
Yeah.
what the hell comedy, like just that didn't make any like awkward. What are you doing comedy? He runs that same kind of stick.
But we've seen that even with like Ant-Man, you know, like he's
Yeah.
the dad obviously in that movie, and like
Yeah.
his banter with his kid, and
No, because
you know,
like even in Man of the
mom's
House, like
boyfriend.
Chevy Chase isn't being like wacky Chevy Chase. He's playing it pretty straight. Like he's the guy that things are happening to.
Sure.
I don't know why, but you saying Treasure Planet made me think of Atlantis as like another movie.
Yeah,
That's an honorary. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That. I was gonna say some honorary ones would definitely be Atlantis.
There's that whole like segment in the '90s. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
like movies that just kind of like went under, like they weren't like Disney classics for people. They just kind of like
And people still have that haircut too. Is what I was thinking as well.
That like Devon Sawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually went through.
That's
Like,
another movie I watched a decent amount.
The Great Mouse Detective, as Marcus said
Yeah.
earlier. That's
Yeah.
a fantastic
Yeah.
one that we can bring back.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Basil. That's my dude.
The Basil of Baker Street.
Yep.
Oh, Radigan.
Yeah,
Oh,
Radigan scared me.
Radigan scared me as a kid.
He's-
Any rat I ever see, like in today's day and age, I'm like, there goes Radigan. Just Radigan.
And I love that he was so against being called a rat.
Yes.
Like he was like self-loathing or
He's too
something. He was like,
debonair.
"You're a rat," and he was like, "What?"
What's the little bat's name?
I don't know.
They don't know. He was
Little bat?
The peg
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bat
peg
who
leg, yeah.
stole Olivia.
All bitter about it over there, man.
Well, I mean, he's taking children.
get over it, bro. Bats steal kids.
I
It's
mean-
just nature.
Yeah, Batman stole Robin.
Steals away his butthole.
God.
So how are we gonna end this?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I was just saying that as like they were gonna.
How long was that? 'Cause you don't want to have like a 20-minute podcast.
That's true. That'd be weird.